Hello, viewers, B.Ed aspirants, student teachers. Greetings to you all. I wish you all the best for seeing this video. I would like to share my views on this topic, reading and reflecting on text. That is EPC 1, that is enhancing professional capacities for the student teachers. This is a record. So by this video, at the end of this video, we can learn how to write this record and understand in a better way how to finish it and gain 50 marks out of it. So let me share the screen and let us go to the PPT and the slides. With the help of the slides, I can share my views to you all. Now you can see this EPC 1 record, that is enhancing professional capacities. What it means? Why do we enhance our professional capacities? As a student teacher, this is our professional study. We are coming here not only to learn and gain the B.Ed degree, but also we should train and mold ourselves to be a teacher. So reading and reflecting on text is a great capacity of a teacher. To build it on, we must get practice. For this subjective, for this base, we are going to deal with this topic. So I welcome you all again. This next slide, that is B.Ed semester course for your B.Ed semester, first semester. In the first year, this is the first record, reading and reflecting on text. For this, you can gain 50 marks, then you can score out of it. So here we can move to that. What do you mean reading? And what do you mean reflecting? So when we read, when we select the book, for the past 15 years, we are the students. We have come across many books that may be academic or subject books, or maybe a story or a novel or a poem or anything. So when we read, we can read it for pleasure, or we can read for information, and we can read it for that gaining the knowledge for the academic purpose. So we can do it for any purpose. So when you read, if it is joyful, we can understand, and we can, whatever we read, it may affect in our life. That is the truth here. So then reflection. What it means reflection? So the type of reading, it may be a intensive reading or extensive reading, or just for pleasure we can read. But reflection means, how do I share my concepts, my views, my ideas, my analysis, my interpretation? How do I manipulate before others? So how do I carry the points and practice in my life? That is reflection. So it may be in writing or it may be in speaking. So here for this record, what are the objectives behind that? So without the objectives, we cannot do anything. So objectives, we must know, we must understand the objectives behind this record. So this reading reflection assignment is meant to encourage the students to reflect metacognitively on what they have read. So just to encourage the student to reflect what they read, but it means that metacognition. What it means actually? Metacognition, it's an awareness and understanding of the one's own thought process. Here, just we read and repeat the same what we read, that is not reading. That is not understanding. That is not a real reflection. Then we must analyze metacognitively. That only we are going to learn by doing this record. What it actually means? That is, how do I remember when I read? How do I get back into that book, and how do I apply in my life? So is it my check? I have personally checked my own thought process. So how do I read to keep it in a memory for a long time? So all the vocabulary, when I read the book, is it okay for me? Whether it is convenient for me, whether I can understand the technical words or vocabulary, whether it is familiar to me. So how can I keep in my memory? How do I catch the key points on what I read? So these are the questions arise in your mind. For the questions, you can find the answer for these questions. So another word for the metacognition, it is self-aware of reading, self-understanding of reading, self-recognition of reading. What it means self-aware? I am aware of that, what I read. Why do I read? How do I read? Where do I read? Which book I read? Whether it is related to my area, my subject. That awareness we need. Why do I read? What are my objectives behind that? Why do I study B.Ed? Why do I do this record? Why do I read this book? For exam purpose or anything. So that is the thing come up in your mind. Then aware of it before you read. That is self-awareness. That is one of the metacognition process. Then self-understanding. You understand yourself, whether you correctly understand or whether you interpret in the same way what is given in the book. Then self-recognition, the minus point and the plus point and your views. So you recognize yourself, what are the difficulties you face when you are reading? How do you improve your reading skill? How do you improve your reading stamina? So like this, we can move on by these questions. So this is the thing, metacognition on the process, on what they have read. So if we feel strongly these thought process, then we can reflect it correctly, whatever we read. So the reflection is a great part of work for the teachers, because when we cross our work, when we are doing the career, we can come across many books and we get a chance every day to reflect in our classroom. So how do we reflect? By speaking or by writing, we can reflect. So while you reflect, whatever you read already, so that reflection must be a correct one. So proper one. It will affect other students' mind and behavior. So that is the matter here. So for these things, we must get practice. So to develop the reading capacity and increase the stamina, thinking stamina or the reading stamina, then logical thinking, how do we analyze one? Whoever say, whatever they say, can we believe it? No. Like the same, when we read some books or not, we must have the question in our mind. We must analyze that. Logically, we must think that we must have a reading skill and understand it properly. So that is the thing. So this record will help you how to read, what to read, where to read, and how do I reflect correctly, and how do I find the answer for my questions when I creep up in my mind. So like the same. So it is a motivation part to bring the essential changes in your lifestyle, because best practice of reading and writing, it will greatly affect your lifestyle and your career, and maybe your good teacher. So you may be a good friend and philosopher to your students. So for the next slide, we can move on how to write this record. Before that, this is an index for this record. In our college, we are practicing these activities, and we are requesting our students to do these things for finishing this record. So let us share one by one the ideas in our index. First one, book review. Book review, I will explain for everyone under every slide. Then audio review, newspaper review, picture series writing, that is creative writing. Then PPT presentation. PPT presentation before the subject expert. Then next one, activity. Activity that maybe I will explain in the slides. Then discipline. Whatever may be the work, we are providing and evaluating the students' discipline and values. So here also we are providing marks for that. That is on-time submission that carry 5 marks. Then first, before starting this record, how to write, we must exactly understand what do you mean reading. Reading means not telling back or not voice out the words in the printed matter or in the book. So it's a thing, it's understanding. So when you visit your supermarket, there may be a billing counter. In that, the person who is doing the billing, he will just having one machine and putting a light over every product, and that there is a barcode on every product. That barcode may be copied and it may be decoding in another computer as a price in binary numbers. Like the same here also, reading is a complex and cognitive process of decoding the symbols in order to construct or derive meaning. So our brain is like a computer. Whatever you read by language acquisition, then that reading, that a letter or a word, whatever you read, then whatever you see, that can be decoding in your brain, and it gives back that understanding what it means exactly. So that is a thing. Reading is a complex and cognitive process. So we can know the difference listening and hearing. What it means listening and how it will differ from hearing. Hearing means we are hearing many noise, many voice, but we are not paying the attention to that. So we couldn't understand. So we cannot keep in your memory for a long time also. But listening means it's an attentive process. So we must pay our attention fully to something or somebody or some of the person's view. Then only we can say we are listening. Like the same here, reading is not uttering the voice or spelling out or pronouncing the word. Just reading is understanding. So understanding what is actually mean the language or the symbols or the letters or the word or the sentence. So reading books, it may improve our vocabulary, it may improve our language skill. Then slowly we can move to that communication skill also. So what exactly I want to present, I make others also to feel what I say. So that is a thing, communication skill. Then learning to read is a sequential process. So the new skills, we can, whatever we learn, that is with that, it may be connected with the previously learned skill. So it's a sequential process, learning to read. So the ability to read and reading stamina on reading capacity, enhance this reading capacity is a major ability for the teacher to work in this today's society. So that is, you must know the importance of reading. Here in this slide, we can understand the reading strategy posters for the kids. So the primary teachers, they are following these strategies, reading strategies for their kid students. By practicing them, slowly they can get the reading skill. Next, reading comprehension skill. What it means, reading comprehension? So already we have discussed, I said reading is just an understanding. Without understanding, we cannot say I read. So reading comprehension skills. Comprehension. First one, whatever we read, we must know the language. So that the language skill, we need the basic skill of that language, knowing the vocabulary. So knowing the vocabulary, that is the major skill for reading. So we cannot read anything until we are well versed in our or familiar with the words. So that we need vocabulary skill. Then after that, whatever we read or after the paragraph, can I summarize it again? Can I telling back it again? Can I catch the main points again? So that is that selecting and catching the key points and telling back in a simple way. That is summarization. Then after reading the book, after reading a paragraph, can I find any supporting claims? What do you mean supporting claims? The students, they can search from the text that support for their thoughts. So is there any word, any vocabulary help me to connect my thoughts or ensure my thought process? So that keywords, that connection words, that is the link, they must get it. Then only they can meet up cognitively, they can telling back or reflect it correctly. So that is that supporting claims only we can identify or ensure our thought process. Then next one is fast check. Whatever we read, we must believe that. Then only we can reflect it correctly. So it will affect that part. So fast check means we must check whatever read. Is there any authenticity? Is there any proof? Is it good? Is it correct? Is it true? So like that, we must check the validity of the matter, what we read. So values of the matter, what we read. Then only we can reflect it in a correct way. So that is that one of the comprehension skill. Then reflection. What do you mean reflection? Already we have seen reflection just to telling back or with our own thought process in our own words we are providing or we are supporting, we are recommending another person to hear whatever we read. So that is that students reflect on what they learn, not only to themselves, but also with an audience or with the other persons. And they have to get back their different ideas or to share their own views. So that is correct reflection. So reading is not only with the reading, the person should not end their thought process. When he share with others, then only he can complete his thought process. That is the reflection is a great part of that. So reading comprehension skills, all these skills are united together and we can say understanding in a better way. That is reading comprehension skill. So we must ensure ourselves as a student teacher, after whatever we read, can we have these skills before reflecting these things? We must ensure ourselves whether I know the vocabulary, whether I can summarize the things, whether I have any supporting claims, whether I can check fastly, check the fact, it's a proven fact, the trustworthy words, whether I did it or not. So that the thing you check again and you can comprehend it in a well manner in the reflection part. So next one, we can move to that reading and reflection. Reflection part. It is meant that to encourage the students to reflect metacognitively on what they have read. So I have already explained in the previous slide, how do we reflect the thing metacognitively. So internalize the information by summarizing it and express it on their own way. Then reflection on a book. What do you think about a book? After you read the book, you say somebody, you say to your friend, what do you think? In a 2 words or 2 sentences, even in 1 word, you can say what I think about a book. How do I express my idea? How do I perceive the idea of the author idea? How do I perceive it? Or if I feel it in a different way, can I say? So that is reflection. So reflection is simple like that. Reflection of sound, reflection of light, reflection of waterway. So in a pond, when we throw the stone on it, it may give the ripple effect. So like the same, when we read something, it must give the ripple effect in our brain or in our mind. So it must give our own thought process. It must affect our own thought process and come to our mind and make us ready to reflect in a correct way. So that is said, add your thoughts, analysis to what you have, understand and experience. So not only with the thing, whatever we read in the book, we cannot repeat it again, the same words. We must add our own opinion, our own analysis and express in our own words. So that is correct reflection. We can bring some ideas. We can bring some examples, or we can bring some possible practice related to that thing what I read in the book. So that is reflection. So are we ready to reflect something after reading? That is that reading and reflection. I hope all students can understand what do you mean reflection. So reflective writing. So we can reflect in our speaking, or we can reflect in our sharing our ideas with a friend. Like the same here, in writing also we can reflect. So our response to our experiences, our opinion and the events or any new information, whatever we read or whatever we hear, what is my response? How do I repay to that? So how do I think over that? What I felt? So that is reflection. So explore to our learning. So it's an opportunity to being a self-knowledge. We check our brain, whatever he hear or whatever we read, analyze it and get a new knowledge with our own experience, opinions, ideas. So we can get the clarity and better understanding of what we learn. So it's a processing phase where thinking and learning take place. So whatever you read, allow your brain to think over it and learn over it and repeat and with your own words to as a response. Then next slide. Before you start reading, you select a book, whatever you like, you select a book. So before you start reading, these are the points. You can get a clue. With these clues, you can start reading. So then you can reflect in a correct way. So let us see points to ponder as you read the entire book. What are the points? You can note down points to ponder when you read. When you read the book, what are the points is very much effective and very much informative, very much new idea to you. You just underline it, which one you like, and you just take a notes out of it. Then what is the book related field? Answer the question. Then from what point of view is the book written? Answer it. Make notes as you read. Write down the quotes in your review. What is the author's style? Whether he has given the book in a formal style or informal style. Whether it is suitable for the intended audience. So here I am speaking, my audience are B.Ed students. So whether my speech is suitable for that intended audience. So that is the thing. Or the concepts clear, well defined. Is the language clear and simple? What areas are covered in that book or not covered? The author, you can deliberately say that the author doesn't cover these areas in the book. So how accurate is the information? Whether it is correct or not? Whether there is any proven fact or not? Whether it has any supporting claims and ideas? Then what did the book accomplish? If there is any more work needed to complete the book, so compare the book to others by those author, or compare the book with other authors with the same title. Then is the index accurate? Is that what sources did the author use? Primary source or secondary source? So these are the things you must have in your mind before you start reading. So that is a matter here. The next one, how to write a record. Here, I am saying, how do you write a record? First one, here I am saying just about that book review. So the first activity in our college for doing this record, book review. So first we ask a student to select the book and collect the basic information about the book. That is title, author, year, publisher, editor, type, group of readers, wrapper design, and quality of papers. So the student, you must buy the book or get the book from your source, or it may from the library. Wherever you get, just to get a look over the book. Get a look. So see the book, touch the book, feel the book, check the wrapper, see the design, see the color, see the topic. So what are the basic information when you look a book or collect all the informations? Title, author, year, publisher, editor. Please have this habit. So when you go to the film, we are from the first slide itself, we are in a grace to check who is a director, who is a music director. So like the same here also, when you see the book, please check all these things. Then summary. Next heading is summary. Summary, just collect the key points about the book, the core idea and supporting idea of the book. So that's summary. Then next thing, my views. My views means your own informations, your own idea. So about what? About the language, whether it is simple or heavy or very, that is a rich language. So whatever you feel right. Then about the content, about the theme, and how did the author organize the idea? What are the merits and demerits of the concept? That and all you can write. Then suggestion. Suggestion is purely about your opinion about the book. So it may be 2 sentences, it may be in 3 sentences. You can suggest to whom you are suggesting, that and all you must write. Then educational implications. How do the book affect the educational sector, academic sector, student side, or the readers? What are their learning outcome? So that and all, how did it get the impact on that side? So that is that educational implication. Then discussion. Discussion is the great part. That is the reflection part of the book. So this is the area you can reflect your own thing, your own thought process, your own ideas. You have discussed in detail about the book. How do you think about the book? How do you feel about the title? Even the title you can criticize. So that and all, every chapter or a quotes or new ideas of the author, opinion, you can discuss it here in your own way with the help of your own thought process. That is that purely metacognitive process. Once again, I want to repeat that the awareness and understanding of one's own thought process. You understand your thinking. That is the matter here. You must understand your thinking process and deliberately what you think, repeat it. Then explore it, express it in the discussion part. That is that. Then my metacognitive awareness. Here is the point. The strategy to improve my next reading. Just to make yourself to improve your stamina, reading stamina. What are the difficulties you face while reading? How do you overcome that reading? What are the strategies behind that? How do you improve your reading? How do you acquire the language skill? So these and all, you just make a point. So by doing so, you can improve your reading skill and select the other book and also improve your next book reading. Then next thing, last thing, learning outcome. Learning outcome, it's simply, clearly, precisely, you can say within a one sentence or two sentences what you learn from the book. So when you ask a kid after telling the story, you may ask the kid or the children, what do you learn from this story? So how do they catch easily? By hearing the story. Like that, after reading the book, you just catch the point, what I learn, what I get back from that reading for my life. So that is learning outcome. Then conclusion. Conclusion is a once for all, you conclude all the thing, plus and minus of the book in a simple manner. That is conclusion. The next slide about metacognition. So metacognition, I have clearly explained. And one more thing here, that is two dimension of metacognitive ability. One is knowledge and one is about regulation of cognition. Not only we are aware of that knowledge about the cognition, what are the things we are getting back while I read the book, then how do I regulate my thought process in a fast manner or in a slow manner? Can I improve my that is that metacognitive, that is thought process, my own thought process, whether in a positive way or a negative way. Like that, we can regulate my thought process. That is the thing here, metacognition, to understand, regulate, and self-guiding process. So we must be very clear before you read the book. That is that metacognition awareness. Then only we can reflect it correctly. So here, writing the review. Now you are selecting the book. Now you are ready to write the review, book review. So once again, I just help you how to write. Title, author, place, say that. Publication, everything. ISBN number, everything you write. Then review the book you read. Review, give the review. Review exactly, just not repeating whatever you read. Not like that. Just you review, just to pick the main point. Summarize the thing, plus and minus, analyze it and give it. So the next thing, hook the reader with your opening sentence. Hook the reader. That means what? Whenever, whoever get a chance to read your review, you must encourage the reader with your opening sentence. Then be familiar with the guidelines. Then you can plot some summaries. You can do it. If this is a best book, you can have ever read, say so. So include your information about the author reputations, qualification, whatever you find extra about the author, you write there. Then your conclusion, you summarize whatever the thing you do as a final assessment. Like that, you can write the review. Then writing a fiction book review. So how do I write a review when I read the storybook? Then here are the questions. If you find the answer for that, you can write a review easily. That is, what was the story about? Who are the main characters? Were the characters credible? What did the main character do in the story? Did you like the book? What is your opinion about the book? If you are the character, did you do the same as a hero? Or if you want to do it in a different way, tell that. Who was your favorite character? Why do you say so? Like that. What was your favorite part? If you could change something, what would it be? If you are the director, if you are the story writer, how do you change the story? Put your recommendation. Would you recommend this book to another person? Okay. What type of person would like this book? What type of personality would like this book? Like the same. Here all the questions help you to write your reflection for the fiction book or the story book. Please try to answer for this question when you are writing the book review. So here in our college, we are recommending students to select 3 books, one storybook or novel, then one book is related to education, that is their pedagogy subject part. Then another book is a general book. It may be a self-motivational book or your favorite author book. So next one, we can read and criticize that. Then audio review. Here it's an audio review. Is also one type of reflection. So we want our students to reflect in our speaking also. Audio review. Just we are asking our students to refer www.storyweaver.com. Visit the website or YouTube. Select the kid story. Here I am giving that Amachi's Kitchen Machine. Here this is a kid story. By listening this and observe the style of presenting the story, listen the tone, modulation and pass, just to get a storytelling practice. So after this, listening this thing, after hearing this thing, can we repeat it in our own voice, in our own creative way? Can we do it? Yes, sure, we can do it. So prepare your own kid story, write the script, then presenting 2-minute audiobook on your own voice. That is nothing but a storytelling. Then send your audiobook through WhatsApp to your teacher educator. Then keep your script and file it up in your record. Then next one, we are asking our students to do some activity before we write the record. That maybe we are encouraging our students to do the individual reading and group reading or discussion, then retelling back whatever they, even though they have the time to read only one paragraph or one page, after reading it, we are recommending our student to retell again in our own words. So that should not be, they should not repeat the sentence whatever given in the book. So we want our student to retell in their own words. So that from the different point of view, or they can take the turn in their smaller group, they can exchange their ideas in their own way. That is just, they can just, we are encouraging the students to narrate their own life story or their own life experience also, just to reflectively reflect their own thought process. That is that narrating. Then discussion of character and discussion about the situations, like that. Then next thing, reading marathon. I will discuss it later in the later slides. Reading marathon, what is exactly? This is also one of the activity in our college. So that is the thing here. We are going to do as an activity before we write the record. Here, the another activity is picture series writing. When you look at the slide, you can just get by a glance, we can identify it's a kid story. Then it is a picture series story. So that is a picture series writing. So you create your own story, paste the picture. On that image, you can write the conversation and you can keep a book. This is also one of the reflection part of this reflection skill of the teacher. So we are recommending our students to create this picture series writing. In a A4 sheet, they can 5 sheets or 6 sheets. They on the left side, on the right side, they can draw the picture or paste the picture. Then they can write the conversation or script on the respective places. Then they can move on. And when we see the book, we can understand the story by reading the box, by reading the text on the box. Like that, we are asking our students to do the picture series writing. Then here I want to explain the another activity, that is reading marathon. What do you mean marathon? Marathon, you know, that is a running competition. Marathon is nothing but it's an action. The marathon race runners, they are not stop runners until they reach the goal. They are not stopping their running until they reach the goal. It's a long process. So that is that thing there. So like the same year also, reading marathon. that is readathon. So we are suggesting to our students to do reading marathon. Reading marathon, before start that, they should understand what we do. Do I need to take part? Yeah. Yes, I need to take part in it. I can take part in it. Then why do I take part? Why? What is the reason behind? Just to build up my reading skill, just to strengthen my reading skill. Then how should I look? That is that quality reading. So that is the thing, quality reading and quantity reading. Now we are requesting our students to read qualitatively. So that is only we can make a reflection and that metacognition and thought process that may be good, and we can strengthen our thought process. So that is the thing, reading marathon. So what did be reading marathon? It's an event as a whole. The class, we can for a certain amount of time, for 4 hours or 3 hours or 1 day, we can take it, that reading marathon time. So marathon is nothing but a great time duration. So that is marathon. Here also we are fixing the day for this reading marathon. So from 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock or 3 hours or 4 hours, we are taking that. Then we are giving the books to the students, then ask them to read. That is, then think deeply by answering the questions. That is that concentrated effort. So we have given the question and think over that question and ask them to find out the answer. But within that period, maybe a great length. The another thing, one, reading marathon, we are conducting the contest, reading contest. Each registered students, they will receive a set of book for every successive run, because they are quizzed about it after finishing each book. So we are conducting quiz after the tentative period. Then we can conduct the quiz. So the top 3 winners are selected from the quiz for each student category, and we are awarding the cash prizes. So this is just to encourage the students to improve their reading stamina and reading skill and reading capacity. So that is the reader aspirants, rapid readers, they can participate, and we know about this reading marathon. This is also one of the activity we are doing in our college. Then next special activity, that is PPT. That is engaging with the subject related reference book. What do you mean engaging with the subject related reference book? Because in our college, the pedagogy student teachers, pedagogy in their pedagogy classes, they are selecting the subject matter, and they are preparing the PPT, select the topic, and they may articulate some guiding questions related to that. They can locate the relevant books in the library and planning a presentation and with the display or oral components. So they may are making the presentation to the subject group and also before the subject expert. They are answering the questions. They are explaining the thing in a different way, or they are providing answers for the research questions. Then they can do it in a different way. Everybody to think over about the subject concept in a different way, or in their different area or a different perception. They take them off to that particularly. So this is a special activity, PPT. So it is one of the review. They are reflecting the PPT and also presenting their ideas in a different way. So this is also one kind of reflection. So that is next one special activity, that is publish the journal. Publish the journal of their own. That is, we are recommending our student teachers to select any familiar and famous article. They can select it from any newspapers or from magazine. It may be an article or it may be in a form of interview, expression of opinion by prominent men or women given in speeches or interview. They can take it So they can select a familiar topic of local interest also that may be written after sufficient search of matters relevant to them. So they just collect the matter from all the newspaper, the same matter. They analyze it and they are presenting it in a different way, different view. So whether there is any common truth among all the papers view. So they select it, analyze it, and prepare their own ingenious report and present that. So that is that newspaper review or magazine review. So that expected output out of that is magazine. Like the same, the students are encouraged to collect more collection of articles and file it and keep it as a magazine. Or they are encouraged by their teacher educator to find a familiar and proper and a very famous article in the present scenario. So that is their part. Then next thing, we must, after finishing the record, you must check your work, whether I have submitted my 3-book review, whether I have submitted my audio review, whether I did my picture series writing or not, whether I have given newspaper or magazine writing, that may be article review or it may be ingenious report writing, then whether I have participated in the reading marathon or and group discussion and PPT presentation. So I hope you all enjoying this video, and I hope you all understand what do you mean reading and what do you mean reflection. So in your teacher career, this record will help you a lot. This practice will make you to move on in your reading life. So change your lifestyle and behavior, read a lot, learn a lot, reflect a lot, reflect your own thought process, your own thinking, improve your creativity and present and act as a good teacher to the present society. I wish you all the best. Thank you.